Assalamu alaikum. You are watching channel My Teacher and I am your host Bilal Ahmed. So what are we going to do in this video is we are having another poem explained. The name of the poem is Speaking Gently, written by an anonymous writer. So what are the two ways that can be used to explain the poem? These are number one, paraphrasing, and number two is reference to the context. So what happens when you are given with a paraphrase the poem? So you will be rewriting the words of the poem in your own sentences briefly. And what is reference to the context is that you need to explain it in detail with reference to the poem and about the writer. You need to write few sentences about the poet also. So starting with today's poem, the poet says, "Speak gently. It is better far to rule by love than fear. Speak gently, let no harsh word mar the good we may do here." First of all, the poet is telling us about to speak gently. So, what is the meaning of gently? Gently is that something is soft, which is has good impact and behavior. So, speak gently means that you need to be speaking with etiquette. You need to speak with mannerism. You need to speak amiably, and you need to speak with soft words, a tone which is which is felt good on ears. So the poet is of the view that we need to speak gently because it is better far. So it is better than having harsh words and using a tone that is very annoying. So he said to rule by love than fear. We have heard that ruling people by injustice cannot be done, but ruling people by hate can be done. So keeping in mind that this thing you need to the poet said that to rule by love is better. When you speak gently, you are compelling towards a society which is ruled by love. The poet says to speak gently, let no harsh word mar. Mar means destroyed here. The poet says that whatever you are contributing towards the society for the betterment of the society, for your personal being and the people around you, let not destroy this good effort of yours. In the poem, he said, "The good we may do here. Whatever the good things that we do here, the good deeds, helping other people. So let us not get destroyed by using some of the harsh words which may lead to the utter destruction of the life." Now, what is the second paragraph of the poem? The poet says, "Speak gently to the aged ones. Grieve not the careworn heart, whose sands of life are nearly run. Let such in peace depart." The poet is saying that you need to speak gently, as we have discussed earlier. It is very fine skill in your skill set. So when you are speaking gently, you must consider the aged ones. The aged people should be carefully spoken with. They should be taken care of, and they should be treated gently because they deserve it. The second line of the paragraph is, "Grieve not the careworn heart." So we must, as explained earlier, we must take care of people which are careworn. Careworn is a person who has been having a lot of worries with the passage of time, and the heart is tired of worrying all the time. The next line says that whose sands of life are nearly run. The people who are very old and the people who need medical attention, let us not deal with them harshly. Be patient, be kind, and be soft towards those people. Who are the people whose sands of life are nearly run, who are at the brink of death, and it is clear from their appearance that they will be dying soon. So what do? We must do. We must speak gently to these people. We should care for these people. The last line says, "Let such in peace depart." So, what is our responsibility when it comes to the people who are very aged, who are careworn, or who are at the brink of death? That we must we must speak we must speak clearly, and we must speak gently to these people, and let these people depart in peace, so that the last time of their life is very good, and they are happy, and they are happily departed. The next paragraph of the poem is: speak gently to the little child, its love be sure to gain. Teach it in accents soft and mild, it may not long remain. The poet says that when you are speaking gently, one of the things that you need to consider in your mind that the little child. Our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, whenever he is something which is come into the house, a newly thing, or whether it is of eating or whether other things, he used to give it to the children first, and then they have to be distributed among the rest of the people. So what do we need to do is we need to be speak gently, and we need to be kind to the little people. Here the poet is describing the behavior towards the children. So he said, its love be sure to gain. Whenever you speak gently to the child, a child every time as a reaction he gives love to you. So it is a surety of thing that whenever you love a child, the child will respond in love too. So the poet says, teach it in accent soft and mild. So whenever we are talking towards children, we should be in an accent which is soft, which is mild, which is carefully, and which is adorable. It may not long remain. So the poet says that whatever the words you are using, they might not go a very long way, but what are the good deeds you have earned through this gesture is very important. The last paragraph is: speak gently, it is a little thing, dropped in the heart's deep well. The good, the joy that it may bring, eternity shall tell. So what are the things that the poet is describing of in the last paragraph is speaking gently is a manner, is an etiquette which is very little thing of one's like what do we say that it's a very little thing to do, and it's not very heavy or a thing which people say that we cannot do or things like that. So it is a very little thing when you drop in the heart's deep well. Well, our heart is like a well which has many of the emotions, many of the talk that we perform, and many of the good deeds we do with our people around. So dropped in the heart's deep well, it is a very little thing, speaking gently. So the good, the joy that it may bring. So whatever the things that you are gaining by speaking gently is just like you drop something in a deep well. So the speaking gently, when you speak gently to the people, it's like gathering good deeds in all. And when you move in the hereafter world where we need to have some good deeds so that we pass on the exams to Allah's questions, so in that time eternity shall tell me, God will tell that whatever you are doing good, it is because of your speaking gently, it is of your skill set that you have gained such a nice place in the corners of Allah salawatu ta'ala. So this was the poem explained speak gently. If you want your poem to be explained by me, you can send me in the comment box, or you can mail me at myteacher313@gmail.com, or mention comments whatever you like or whatever you dislike or you want to improve in the explanation. Please comment, like and subscribe. Bye bye.